people about 5 minutes old. Make sure it's on.
Wish this would have printed horizontally. That would have saved me a lot of trouble.
Audio's picking up too. Let me see that change. I'm gonna do a quick test of the mic. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
Now I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. And then big delay.
I'm gonna. No, but that's not the mic. That's the camera mic. That's not. See how it's like hollow?
I can hear that, yeah.
Yeah.
The
I'm
echo.
gonna try one more time. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Shoot. Hold on. It's I did this last year. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. It's been a long couple of months. It's been about 10 months since we were last here for some Piedmont soccer, and a little bit of time since we've heard from you on Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. That being said, today is the home opener for your Piedmont Lady Lions. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. My name is Grant Prather. By my side for his first women's soccer broadcast and my Field of Fans shameless plug partner, Colin Hackshaw. This is his first soccer broadcast, like I said, but not your first Piedmont broadcast.
No, could not be more excited for this matchup. It's going to be a good first test for Piedmont.
Yeah, this should be a good measuring stick game. This is one important point that we were going over in our pregame notes, and that is that Covenant lost to this team 3-1. Usually when the Lions face off against Covenant, it's pretty even. So by that logic, this game should be pretty close. Lions have a very large roster here. Our down Paige Galuba still a little bit banged up from that very long road trip, but in that road trip, they mopped the floor, Colin.
Oh, absolutely. Outscoring opponents 21-2 along the way. Traveling up to D.C., coming back through North Carolina, they got to face some competition they don't usually see.
Yeah, it was a very, very good test for them. They had a couple of easy games, you could say, but they had their fun, and now it's all business as both teams continue their warm-ups. Looks like Oglethorpe, I'm not sure if those are the pennies, but yeah, they're in the, looks like some white jerseys today. Lions, I believe they're back in black as they're standing up.
Back in black?
Yeah, they're standing up over by these stairs as they're ready as Coach Timmy and his girls ready to take the field for their home opener. Good crowd as well. See a lot of Piedmont faithful here. Buzzer sounds, and Joseph Garwood and his crew are going to introduce the starting lineups, and we will get those starting lineups to you after we take a quick little break from the national anthem. But don't go anywhere. Home opener for your Piedmont Lions on Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. back at the WAC. Man, it's been a minute since I've said that, and it feels good. We are here in Demarest, a brisk 82 degrees because the sun is about to set. It is such a good night for Piedmont women's soccer. Grant Prather here with you, Colin Hackshaw, and we're going to go ahead and introduce the starting lineups for the Oglethorpe Stormy Petrels.
For Oglethorpe, starting at goalkeeper is Catherine Krim. Midfield, Ashley Flores. Forward, Emma Perkins. Defense, Anna Williams. Defense, Malaya Smith. At midfield, Izzy Aurelia. At forward, Kaylin Lofton. At forward, Miley Oglesby. At forward, Harlow Krieger. At midfield, Delaney Hanks. And at defense, Lauren Byers.
So the group that Coach Timmy is going to throw out for the Lions is going to start with Hannah Thompson in goal, the senior. Peyton Gates, good defensive piece number 2. Also a senior, will be out there with Taylor Crawford, the junior midfielder. Another 2 midfielders will be Savannah Jerome and Madison Johnson. Had 2 very good years last year. Emma Bierbauer will be defending, a sophomore, and then Genesis Gamez, will be out there, a true freshman. Transfer Adriana Bloomer will be out there at mid, number 31, and a trio of defenders, Sierra Judson, Jordan Harris, and Alexandria Wilt. During the break, they got a little recognition for the GOAT, Coach Timmy. He got his 100th win over the road trip that the Lions had over the last week. So just big congrats to Timmy. Has been such a good part of the culture here at Piedmont. We really appreciate all of his contributions.
And what a way to do it, too, off a 4-game win streak to start this season. That's a great way to get number 100.
Exactly, Colin. Piedmont, like I said before the break, decked out in black. Oglethorpe with somewhat of an off gray, you could say. The keeper kits, Oglethorpe's got a nice hot pink, and then Hannah Thompson with purple as the benches go wild in the pits. Timmy's girls are ready to get set. Petrels are ready to get set as well. Petrels coach has a pretty a good track record, you could say. He's got a lot of championships under his belt, Colin.
Yeah, he's got a D2 national championship and a couple D1 conference championships. However, at Oglethorpe, he is 15, 22, and 9 overall, so he's still working in that program. Yeah,
Oglethorpe has yet to turn it around. He's been with them for about, I think, 3 or 4 years, since about 2022, if my memory serves me correct. So he's yet to turn it around, but he had a very prestigious coaching career in the early 2000s. So it's a good coaching battle here. Him against Coach Timmy is a very nice thing to see as we tick down the final seconds. Sun nearly below the tree line, but thankfully for us here in the booth, it's now below the clouds, so the eyes aren't too bad. Also, not beating down on Shaylee on camera today. Forgot to shout her out earlier, so that's my bad, Shaylee. I won't forget next time. Once again, good crowd here at Piedmont as we see some other athletes on that nice stone wall on the bottom of the Mize Hill, favorite spot for some Piedmont faithful.
Soccer games always seem to fill these stands up, especially on the first one.
Yeah, exactly. I would say women's soccer is one of the most, you could say, prestigious programs here at Piedmont. It's had a very consistent history, and yeah, it brings in a large crowd, especially it's a very large roster, so all the parents decide to pop out.
Yeah, all the parents. It's also interesting to see with how many people are out of state on this team.
Yeah, there's Coach Timmy goes far and wide for recruits. Yeah, it's unreal the lengths he will go to have a good team, and he's definitely crafted a great one this year. They had a tough loss last year, one of the toughest losses ever to Belhaven, 1-0 off just a brutal goal, really close, and bounced over. It was a kind of a fluke, you could say, and this year they're out for blood. In the poll rankings, they were technically second, tied with Belhaven with no first place votes.
That's going to make that game down the stretch that much more interesting.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see that matchup. I don't think it'll be here. I want to say it'll be in Mississippi, in Belhaven. So obviously won't have that on here, but PiedmontLions.com will have all your needs. If you know me from the student-run radio station here, you know I always plug that. Also plug the YouTube channel. Why not? So we are just about ready to go. Should just be right on time here. Once again, 82 degrees, partly cloudy here in Demarest. A perfect year for a home opener. And we are officially underway, barely behind schedule, 6:59. The Petrels will start off, but headed out by the Lions. Started off with a throw-in. It'll be Smith on that left side near the Piedmont bench.
The Lions this year known for scoring early and often, 14-1, outscoring opponents in the first half. I think they need to get ahead and stay ahead in this one.
It's one thing they really excelled at last year as well. They were really good at getting ahead early. They implement their game plan as soon as possible, as the Petrels will stick with this one. But that's one thing that Timmy has definitely instilled in his girls is you get your game plan out, take care of business, get out of here. As it's a good throw in by the Petrels, headed over now near the box. Controlled now almost by the Petrels, but it'll be kicked out. I believe that was Bierbauer on that one. So the Lions defense stuck in a cluster as they'll have a corner throw in. Near that back flag on the Mize Hill.
I like that to see nothing getting inside so far. Everything's been kept out towards the perimeter defensively.
And good defense there by the Lions. It's over the head of a Stormy Petrel there, and the Lions now in transition. This is Bloomer with 2 defenders on her, makes one miss. Now it's sent on down to Taylor Crawford. And a good kick out there by Flores as she'll get it out to the right, and the Lions should stick with this one, I believe. Yeah, it'll be a throw in. A little hard to see the numbers as that white lettering's kind of tiny on those jerseys, so we'll do our best here. But Bloomer let that one go, and it'll be a, I believe, Stormy Petrel ball, though. Yeah. High arcing throw in as a box out on the edge by the Petrels will work their way. Now in transition against the Lions defense. Jerome trying to get it near the midfield. Can't do so. Petrels on the left side past the midfield. Now on the left, Lions with 2 defenders on. This is Hanks. Boot out. Lions ball.
Very feel-out kind of first couple minutes of this game. Both teams trying to figure out how to penetrate the defense here.
Yeah, 2 evenly matched teams. You want to be able to know the momentum and the pace of these 2 teams, defenses and offenses, both are going to play with, how aggressively they're going to attack you, et cetera, et cetera. Sierra Judson, star midfielder for the Lions, works her way around her home turf, that Lions crest. Left-footed boot stolen away by the Petrels, but Judson gets it right back, kicks it over to Catherine Krim in net. She will handle it. Oh, just a little right foot boot, actually. So Krim will pick it up now and will like to try to get something working for her girls. Big boot. Should end up near half. Header over. Lions now have 2 to try to get it. And it looks like a whistle will be blown, and it should stay with the Petrels. Lions going to have to hold it down defensively as a small little set piece from midfield now for Oglethorpe. It'll be Ashley Flores to take it. Right above the Lions' head at midfield on the left side. Lions need to defend this one as it'll be a soft tap over to the left side. Oglethorpe and Malia Smith now working with it. Crawford chasing into the corner. Petrel still got it in a good kick out. I believe that was either Bierbauer or Johnson. I think it was Johnson on that one, yep.
You can see the emphasis on defense early. Just about all 11, I think there's 10 players right around that 16-yard box.
Trying to cluster it up, force any opportunities out as that's more good defense by Savannah Jerome there. And now chasing for this one is Gates and I think Sierra. Excuse me. That'll be Gomez, actually. So Gomez playing great defense. Once again, the freshman over there on that right side. Pesky pole in the way of my eyesight now. Come on now. See, Colin, I hate that angle because then I can't see through this right side.
I mean, there's no good angle here ever.
But you got to represent that light pole. Friday Night Lights tonight. I had to mention that phrase, yeah. Gomez still playing some good defense on that right side, trying to chase this ball away near the sideline. Lions ball.
Looks like the Storming Petrel took that box out a little too far for the referee's liking.
Another interesting thing to note in these games are the referees. Obviously, you kind of have to play around them in certain games, but hopefully that won't be a case tonight. Looking for some good, clean football. Shout out, Professor Bowers. Gates will throw it into Bloomer. Once again, the new transfer for the Lions. Quick ticky-tack back over to Bloomer. She'll look to enter to Crawford. Crawford now with the left foot over, crosses over, finds one in the middle. This is Judson. Judson's shot blocked by the Petrels. Anna Williams with the good defense, sticks the right leg up and knocks it over. Oglethorpe entry pass. This one's going to go to Emma Perkins, but tracked down by the Lions and will remain with them. Wasn't touched. Lions going back towards the forest over there. Petrel's going towards the Mize. That one nearly went out of bounds, but it'll stick in. Yeah, it'll go back out. Petrel's with it. They'll go elect for a back pass to Anna Williams. Malia Smith now over back to the middle. This is Flores. Flores booted away. Taylor Crawford flips it out. Bloomer now on the line. Looking for Bierbauer or Johnson, but can't track it down. Be out again. Like you said, Colin, good feeling out period. These teams are really getting a feel for each other now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised even if we get to halftime, it's still 0-0 with few scoring opportunities. I don't think either team wants to give anytime soon.
It's a non-conference game too, but you can really see these teams are playing hard. This is a good momentum game to go into the rest of the year, as that one will stick with the Petrels, booted off a Lions leg.
You can feel this competitiveness. I mean, like you said earlier, they play a lot of similar teams, so they can kind of get an idea of where each team is.
Yeah, obviously we're not on the field, but you can really hear these benches talking, especially that Lions bench. And one thing we mention every year, it seems like, is the size of the bench. The Lions have probably 30 girls on that bench. Petrels have maybe 10. So you can definitely tell a vocal difference.
Like you said, far and wide with Timmy's recruiting. And we forgot to mention deep. That bench goes on forever.
Yeah, and he's not afraid to sub. He's not afraid to sub in massive waves, really throw that defense off as Crawford was pushed down by Anna Williams, but no call. As the Petrels have it in midfield, Lions haven't really had a good chance offensively yet. And some booted out. Again, benched Yellen, saying good defense. As now that sun's starting to set a little bit, you see a little bit of orange here. It's my favorite time of the night. Judson will back pass. Lions with it on their back right. Nice little battle from Johnson over there, but it'll stick. Should stick with the Lions, yeah. Referee puts the orange flag over. Johnson enters to Bloomer near the midfield. Bloomer's hounded by two Petrels, somehow finds a way to stick through. Fancy footwork entry pass over to Taylor. Crawford sticking back over the midfield. Johnson to Bloomer. Bloomer, Judson, now, Savannah Jerome. Goodness, slip of the tongue. Jerome still has it in midfield. Big boot over there looking for Johnson. Johnson full stride, but a risky slide by Catherine Krim. Thankfully, she's up and okay, looking for something out of her defense, saying, how'd that happen? She's talking to the ref now. Referee says that was nothing. As Krim will now still have it. Black cleat of Krim goes back over to Lauren Byers. Back to Krim again. Playing some catch. Third time's a charm. Oglethorpe now looking to push it. Gomez defending. Now Savannah Jerome on the defensive end as she'll get a near out. Now the Petrels with a little bit of a lane. Emma Perkins on her way. Lions still good defense. Nothing open at all, Colin.
Yeah, shutting down straight man-to-man. You can see it. Not an inch of breathing space for any offensive player for the Petrels.
And it's a little bit of soft man, too. They're not exactly playing pressed up. They're giving them a little bit of space, and it's working to their favor.
You always want to play a little bit tighter on those adjacents, and you leave the Forest guys, you leave them a little more open.
That way you can do sort of a trap. It's very similar to the way a basketball press works, I would think. My mind always jumps to basketball, but it's very similar. As the Petrels with some good shutdown D there.
I think every sport can be compared to basketball.
Yeah, in some way, shape, or form.
Way.
You could say. Wonder how you connect baseball back to basketball. It's two different paces.
That's a little more difficult.
I'd have to do a rain check on that response. Maybe I'll have it after halftime. Who knows? Krim will go over to the left, and the whistle will blow. Let's see what the call is. You see anything there, Colin?
I do not. It looks like we're going to get nope, no substitution.
Huh.
Oh, correction. We got 22 for Oglethorpe walking off.
Yeah, so it'll be Oglesby. Looks like she's jogging off.
Maybe with a little bit of a limp.
Yeah, she looks a little beat up. A little shaken up. Yeah. Trying to see who that sub's going to be. Didn't collect that. But yeah, I didn't check what happened. It looks like she might have just tweaked her ankle maybe. Obviously walking off on her own power, so she looks to be okay, at least. Probably in a little bit of pain, but you're doing a lot of running here in soccer, so these things tend to happen, sadly, but it's part of the game. And Krim's still having words with that referee. She was really wondering why Crawford slid into her, and Looking where the call was from, ref putting the foot up.
I think I can hear that whole conversation just through their body language.
Yeah, she's a little tilted there. I mean, you got whacked, I'd assume you would be, so. Still having words, and it looks like they're still attending to Oglesby on the sideline. Obviously, we'll stay here, but I was like Madison Johnson's going to go have a word with her assistant coach as well.
About 10 minutes into this first half, though, and we keep saying it still feels like a feel-out period.
Yeah, and I think that's usually what the first 20 minutes of games like this are, at least 20 minutes. Usually it ends up being the first half, too. But these two teams are bringing their all on the defensive end, but eventually they'll start to make some adjustments, and the pressure will start to get through. Some lanes will find their way through, so the goalies are going to have a tough job in that second half, I believe. The keepers will.
I think this plays into Oglethorpe's advantage because, like I said, it was early and often for Piedmont so far this season. If they get shut down early, are they going to be able to come back later?
This was I think for the Petrels, this was definitely a we stay in it, we win type of deal. The Lions have home turf advantage here. That's a huge thing for a home crowd. And this is their home opener, too, so a little extra emphasis on this one. As Game has some more good defense, but the Petrels will still have it.
And mind you, this is Oglethorpe's first away match, so they haven't dealt with the heckling crowd yet.
It's true. They're 2-0 so far this year. Lions sticking at 4-0. So Lions have had all away games, and the Petrels have had all home games. So Petrels beat Agnes Scott 4-1 in their opener, and then they beat Covenant 3-1. So a Covenant game, like we said, sort of a measuring stick, as the Lions usually keep fair pace or beat Covenant. So 3-1 is pretty reflective that this should be a very close game. As a big crossover pass is going to go over the head of Johnson, and she'll try to stick with it, kick it out towards the bench, and the Petrels will have it. But a smart play to keep them on, not on their toes, and reset the defense.
And what you're saying earlier, I think that shows a small skill level difference between the SAA, the South Atlantic Association, or Southern Athletic Association, and the CCS. The Petrels were 1-4-1 in their conference last year, yet they were beating one of the CCS's better teams.
Yeah, they've had a very tough road in their conference. I believe I was looking at their bios a couple of days ago, and I think only one season since the early 2000s, I want to say, they had 2 wins in conference. Last couple of years ago was the first year they had 2 wins in their conference. Oh, big hit at the mid on Gomez. Oh, man, yeah, that's going to warrant a whistle. That was a little bit of a Randy Moss ball in the middle, and Gomez will be the one to get it on her end. Man.
Would like to see Piedmont kind of take the time here and take advantage of this free kick, set something up down low.
This is the first time they've really controlled the ball on their own end. I believe Jerome's going to get it in. Looking for Judson, but tough angle off of the toe, and she'll try to track it down right behind her. And good defense by Jerome. Trying to stick with it, but the Lions are going to have to scramble here, and there's a call. I didn't catch what that one was, but it looks like, yeah, Lions are going to have to trot back on defense here. So Petrels now with another shot near midfield. It looks like, off of my eye, the Lions have a little bit of a height advantage in this game. Obviously, I think this will come down to more speed at the end of things, but Lions have a bit of an advantage on the defensive end. This is a good entry pass towards the left side. Header keeps it in, and Johnson will boot it out.
I think that height advantage is going to be important when it comes down to corners, especially late in the game. So, like that play by Johnson right there, really crucial that goes out over the sideline.
And another good boot over to Bloomer there in the mid. Crawford now looking to advance it. And she finds a good lane, looking for the entry up there to Gomez. Can't do it. Still sticking at mid. You mentioned corners, Colin. Over at Covenant, if you looked at the stat line between Oglethorpe and Covenant, they definitely had the edge in corners, and that's what excelled them over the edge. So they're looking to do the same thing here on the road in Demarest. Jerome, big boot towards the mid. And Oglethorpe still on their own end. I'm having to squint on this far side. Lions can't seem to get it on their far end. Good defense there from Peyton Gates. And Oglethorpe with a cluster. 4 players there in the middle, and they're going to stick with it on the left side now. It's Johnson. Finds Bloomer, good control. Over to Gomez. Gomez trying to get her foot over. Freshman with a lot of pressure on her here. This one's going to roll into Hannah Thompson's foot. First time we've said her name, at least on the live action end.
Yeah, you mentioned Gomez stepping up here. A lot of players that just joined the team this year stepping up and getting a lot of minutes for the Lions early this season.
Yeah, right when you need it. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Timmy rolls some subs in at half, but big shot here. Looks like it's deflected.
Yeah, so far we haven't seen any come in.
Yeah, not any thrown out yet. Still fairly early, but it's been a lot of midfield play, and Oglethorpe has dominated that end. Now near the mid. Goes over to Gomez. Gomez finds a lane back over to Taylor Crawford. Good pass. Crawford gets a step up. She'll get past midfield. And here we go with a small little Lions attack. Looking for Bloomer, can't find her. A lot of what we saw last year is that quote-unquote boom ball where you get one pass and hope you got people down there. Sadly, there wasn't any there. It's a good strategy at this point in the game is you're not able to control the ball on your own end, so you might as well take any chances you can get to get it down there.
You see this a lot from the Lions. You see only one offensive player stays back. Like you mentioned with that jump ball that they send downfield, it's usually to one of their taller, more physical players try to fight for that ball as it's getting deep into the zone. I don't expect to see that to change a lot.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's a clinical term.
There it is again.
Yeah, just trying to get on their own end, hoping the pressure will be able to get that ball out on the Lions' own end, but still has yet to work. But Oglethorpe still with it. As Jerome defending. Rocking some, it's like yellow and orange cleats. I love those. Those are nice. Tough pass over to Sierra Judson. Judson, a big star midfielder. She was a big piece last year. And they need her this year as well, as this one will be put out on the right side. So it'll be a throw in for the Stormy Petrels and Lauren Byers. Knew that pesky pole. Lights have came on. I'm not sure the exact time when sunset is. It should be a little bit before 8 p.m. Getting towards that time of the year. This one gets past Jerome, and Judson heads it over back to Jerome. Tough angle as some English will get it off a weird part, but the Lions able to still stick with it. Back over to the middle. Petrel's got it, but a good defensive effort by the Lions to knock it out. They've stayed strong even though they've had a lot of defensive shots. Petrel's working it around. Big English over towards the Mize Hill, but it'll bounce off of the stone wall.
Only the fourth shot that we've seen this game, and only one on goal coming from Oglethorpe, that long ball that Thompson caught.
Yeah, it's just been, we keep saying feeling out, but eventually something will come through, but for now, figuring out pace.
You'd see how aggressive the offenses want to be, just being shut down by the defenses. I think when the first goal comes in, they'll start pouring in.
Yeah, exactly. Once you see something go through, it'll change it up. Looks like some subs here.
I'm with you. This lettering is pretty small.
Exactly, yeah.
In the booth.
Looks like Tristan Hunt will come in. I think Madison Johnson will come out for her. It appears.
Looks like Tristan's coming on based on the cheering of McGriff down here.
Calling men's lacrosse players, so you got to know your teammates. McGriff's yelling his head off now, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like you guys are always some of the best cheerleaders around here, some of the loudest around.
I mean, that's just a very Piedmont thing, you know. A lot of student athletes here. We all like to show up and show out to every game.
Yeah, exactly. If you're in for volleyball or basketball, you call them the Cave Crazies. I don't even think we've coined a term yet for the whack.
I'm sure we'll come up with something by the end.
The wild whack? I don't know.
The wild whack.
The wild wackies. How about that? I don't know. That's probably a horrible one to say, but
we got all season to figure that out.
Exactly. Another rain check. Oh, and Hunt didn't see it coming behind her. She could have had a good shot at an entry, but couldn't get it. Crawford still chasing. Is now Jerome defending the Petrels. So Krieger will work it back over to Anna Williams. Williams right in the middle, and having to let this one go is Malia Smith. And finally, Lions have a throw-in.
You mentioned all the back and forth play, running up and down the field. Some of these players got to be getting a little tired soon.
Yeah, exactly. That's when the deep bench of Piedmont will really, really come into play. That's where you kind of start to see some players on the opposing side get tired, and that's when Timmy pulls the subs in because you can smell blood in the water. Oglethorpe ball, throw in. And again, the Lions got the race back, but tough fall for the Lions there. Didn't see who got the hit there. Looks like it might have been Taylor. I couldn't tell. Another freshman for the Lions there. Wilt. First time we've said her name, we'll kick it back. Tristan over by the pesky pole now to Peyton Gates. Gates with the left will get it over, and no one home. So Catherine Krim, very solid goalie, especially in the last year for the Stormy Petrels, will control it. Had a pretty quiet day. Once again, the Lions having trouble getting it on the offensive side. So she's had a pretty laid-back day, about 20 minutes down in this half. Midfield battling for it is Bloomer. And a good takeaway by Judson, at least tried to be. Wilt finds Tristan Hunt. Tristan boots it over, but a little miscommunication with Gates. She was a second behind. Gates with some good defense. Tristan will control it. And it'll warn a whistle there. It looks like errant slide in favor of the Lions.
Would have liked to see the official let them play on there.
Yeah, it seemed like a little bit of a you can have it type of call.
Yeah, it's a premature whistle, I think. You could let that go.
Didn't really see much contact, but Jerome will have a boot, so Lions will try to take advantage. Good head out by the Petrels. Judson gets beat on the midfield. Number 27, Evan Thomas, came in on a sub break, missed her, but did not start. Ashley Flores with a high boot. Hannah Thompson with some tough English, but grabs it in with the arms. And she will have control. Some claps up from the bench. They're still playing good defense, but they cannot seem to get anything going offensively. So the Lions are now on the right side. Good footwork working on Evan Thomas. So Bierbauer will get a nice confidence play.
Looks like the formation might be changing up. They've been putting 3 deep now instead of that 1 deep that we mentioned earlier on offense. Maybe so that when some of those jump balls go down there, they have a better shot of winning them.
Yeah. Again, mid-game adjustments. Eventually something's going to pop through. Lions definitely have the advantage in a game like this due to that deep bench. But speaking of the Lions, it's their ball. Now, Colin, we really get to see the beauty of Demarest as I see a little bit of orange and pink popping up. It's probably my favorite thing throughout the soccer season, besides a Lady Lions win, is when we see these beautiful sunsets out here.
I love it too. I love it even more when it starts to cool down.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Can't wait for a nice fall game.
Well, we had fake fall come in. It was mid-60s, maybe like 67 degrees, and then boom, now it's 85. What's going on, man? Big shot over the head of Thompson. Now it's on the top of the stone wall. Maybe it'll go up to the hill next time.
Maybe.
Who knows?
But yeah, at least it's not raining anymore. We had 2 straight weeks of rain. Now it's just been sunny skies.
The best part about this year, or this time of year, though, is that the afternoon rain, I'm going to knock on wood here, but finally stops. It finally stops. I absolutely despise coming out at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it being perfectly sunny and then me going inside and just hearing from the rain. Don't like it. But yeah, perfect day tonight for sure. Judson.
I think any athlete on this turf will tell you, though, when it rains and then you have practice right after with the sun out, it never gets more humid.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, reflecting off of that turf anyway. Usually it makes it about 5 to 10 degrees hotter, correct?
That's the rule of thumb, yep.
Yeah. Big hit as fell down to the Lady Lion there.
Lions just need to find a way to get shots up. Even low percentage shots right now would not be bad. Only 1 on the game compared to Oglethorpe's 4.
Yeah, just get something up. I will be interested to see the time of possession stats at halftime. That'll be an important thing to note, especially for Coach Timmy, as the Petrels now a little bit of a chance inside, but a good kick out by Alexandria Wilt, and it'll roll over towards the bench of Piedmont. Flores let it go.
You mentioned Krim being a good goalie, but she hasn't faced many shots so far this season. Only 3, 2 saves and a goal allowed. So something is bound to go through if you get enough shots up.
Yeah, hopefully so. She had a lot of saves last year, but yeah, Covenant has a good offense as well. So that's another thing to note. So I would say the Lady Lions stack up pretty well with that Covenant offense as well. Obviously today it hasn't been the case, but it'll catch up. We know Coach Timmy and his girls pretty well. Lions working with it. As Tristan Hunt. Crawford looking for the entry pass, trying to beat to the punch. Crawford now in the box. Has a little shot. Pass left. And a whiff, as nearly had it did Addie Banks, the sophomore. The green cleats could have knocked one through. It was a great opportunity, but it nutmegged her.
Finally see some penetration to that defensive zone, though.
And that's where that entry pass can really do some damage. There's now Oglethorpe looking to do it the same on their end. Evan Thomas working on the Lions defense, and a good job off and a push down, no call. Looked like some one-on-one contact, but Thomas talking to the Lions, telling, hey, it's okay, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Looks like we might have a sub in here. Looks like Wilt's coming out. Sideways jersey. I can't see the back of the jersey for the number, of course. Who would have thought? Who's coming in there?
All the way on the other side of the field.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell you, we need a set of binoculars up here or something.
Exactly. Looks like Maseda came in. Said her name a lot last year. Looks
That's
like
correct. According to the play-by-play, it's Seda who is coming in for right back.
Yeah. Shout out Athletic Communications Table, doing their hardest to work today. First home match, so getting the juices back flowing.
You know, it's like preseason. Still figuring things out.
Fairly, yeah. Once we get to conference play, that's when it'll get real exciting. Obviously, this game, with the fattest air quotes, does not matter. But for a lot of these confidence and a lot of these schemes, it truly does. And it looks like these two teams are playing like it's a championship game. This is some tremendous defense going on today. So Petrel's still with it. Again, hogging that Piedmont bench right on that left side. They've really favored that today. Is now looking forward on the entry. Petrels with a left to right move, shot against Thompson and a save. Good dive to the right side, stopped it from going through.
Second shot on goal that we've seen this game.
Harlow Krieger took it. So left boot a little bit weaker than the right. Thompson's right will get her probably past midfield there. Where is that going to land? Yep, right past it. So Petrels again at midfield. Petrels again at midfield, excuse me. Krieger again had it, but Gates will elect to go back. Gates near the sideline, looking for Judson. Excuse me, that's not Judson, that's Taylor Crawford. Back pass to Thompson. Control with one Petrel on her. That was a close call. That one will roll out.
Around 18:30 left in this half, as you guys can see on your screen.
Still feeling it out at this point. Yep. Yeah. It's been rough for both offenses, but not rough for both defenses, as we saw right there. Again, going right through with two Stormy Petrels right on her, but the Petrels will take the number advantage. Pulling a Mandalorian. I like those odds. I'll make Star Wars references. I'll do it. Petrel still with it on that right near the corner of the box. Entry, pass, header, missed. And a good clear out by the Lions. Now a header by Piedmont. Addie Sissel. Petrels again on that left side near the bench. And a whistle. Might have been an offside, I couldn't tell. Ref with the hand up.
Looks like we might get a sub from Piedmont. Can't tell who that is standing over there.
I see 2 digits. That's as close as I'm going to get for now.
I think the first one might be a 2.
Oh.
If that helps.
Looks like Gracie Phillips. Thanks, Shaylee. Appreciate that. I hope you're right. Jordan Harris back to Hannah Thompson. And a hidden line by the pesky pole over there is Peyton Gates. Left side, her territory. She's going to clear it up. Go to Taylor Crawford. Off the bounce, controlling it. Still at midfield. Footwork battle. Crawford with it. Left foot off, and it's kicked out by the Petrels. So Gates with a throw-in. Lines with a good chance on the offensive end, but a whistle called. And it looks like now...
Here comes that sub we mentioned.
Yeah, it should be Phillips coming in if Shaylee's gut was not wrong, and I believe it is. I think it's a 3 there. Oh, man. Oh, I could not have been more wrong. Yeah, I could not have been more wrong. That is Victoria Medellin. Medellin, a freshman from Elbert County. Hunt with a good left boot over the top near Sissel. And Medellin. Now Judson looking for a stop at the midfield, but again, the Petrels go left. Left boot near the middle. Petrels with a good shot here. Shot left, Johnson, and it'll sneak through. Great shot there by the Petrels, and Johnson can't get to it in time, and they'll draw first blood.
That is not how I expected this first goal to come. A long-range shot with minimal offensive setup. I was expecting something to come through on a set piece.
Minimal offensive setup, but at the same time, minimal defensive setup. There was not much pressure put in, and that's why Thompson couldn't reach it. That was a well-placed shot on that left side. So Lions now reeling. Sissel will be able to boot this one back. Man. Blink of an eye, things can change.
Goes down as an unassisted shot for Krieger.
Krieger had been getting a lot of chances, and again, it was bound to happen. And big boot over towards the Oglethorpe bench this time. So with it throwing in near that midfield by the scorer's table. Head over, Oglethorpe still sticks with it. It seems like they've just been there for most of these touches. Nothing more to it. Judson looks back for Thompson. Thompson transferred last year when Maggie Leger and Haley Dornan got hurt. Madison Johnson had to play in goal against a top-ranked Wash U last year. That was one of the games of all time, you could say. So Lions were short a couple goalies last year, but they're not this year, Colin.
No, I mean, this offseason you can tell they want to make sure that never happened again. 6 goalies lined up, 1 on the field, 5 on the bench right now. There should be no lack of goalies this year.
Yeah, 3 of them freshmen as well, so looking to coach them up early. Go to entry. Petrels with a good chance here, but Peyton Gates says nuh-uh. But Krieger still looking to attack. Left boot over, stopped by the Lions. And they'll look to try to get something moving.
And before injury last year, I think we saw Maggie starting most of the games. That's Maggie Lager. I think you and I kind of expected to see her start tonight, but Thompson in goal. Wonder where the decision was there.
I mean, I'm not too opposed to the call. If it is, it's a non-conference game. You get her a good rep. She is a senior this year. Leger, very good usually, but you can always switch things up in the second half. That goal wasn't exactly her fault.
Oh no,
so,
not at all.
Yeah, you can't blame that.
It's a great tandem to have to split games between, especially when you have games like today and tomorrow where it's back-to-back Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, Senior Recognition Day tomorrow. Senior Rec starts at 4 o'clock. Back here on Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Game starts at 4:30. Men's soccer also plays Warren Wilson at 1 o'clock, and then they will also be here Sunday at 2 o'clock for the Mississippi University for Women. So pretty full slate this weekend.
Lots of soccer here at the Walk.
Makes me happy. That lots of soccer at the WAC is a great statement that I have been waiting a while to hear. It's been since, what, October? Goodness. Most importantly, we're back at home in general. Piedmont sports are so back.
Hopefully we'll see some extra soccer games here at home once the conference tournament starts, if we can get that 1 seed once again.
Yeah, once again, we saw Bellhaven come in here last year. They snuck away with a W. But for now, first corner kick we've seen today. Looks like Krieger will take it. Big high boot near the net. Thompson's going to have to get up, gets a mid over, and puts a pause on it. Puts it out.
Thompson's height really key there, because we talked about Piedmont having a bit of a shorter team, especially defensively. Needs someone that can reach up and punch the ball out. Yeah, that's her edge that she does have over Leger. I'm going to look at the roster to give you an exact number. Yeah, Leger stands at 5'6". Thompson stands at 5'8". That seems a little deceiving. She looks more like 5'10" in person, I would say. She does. Yeah. Long reach from her, too. Yes. Can really get the hands up. Yep. You get about, once the ball goes up, you get about 6-7 inches of extra length there, whatever you need. And that definitely helps, especially with a shot like that, because then it prevented any headers. Little collision there at midfield. Petrels will try to sneak it through. It looks like this one's going to go over straight to the corner by the pole. And it'll let it roll. Gray, yep, so it'll be, as they say in basketball, black ball.
Gates, left side, throw in.
I almost call that one a jump ball. It was pretty close to when it went out.
Yeah. Sissel looks like there's some contact, so she'll draw one, and the Lions will still have it.
Does it look like that goal has changed Piedmont's strategy at all? They're still focusing on keeping defenders deep.
Yeah, only needs one. You still got about 12 minutes to score one. Even not to score one, just to break through, to find something. To have something to game plan for with the few minutes, the fleeting minutes that you have at halftime.
I expect them to come out of half a little bit stronger, a little bit more aggressive offensively.
Yeah, I think they know the power they have on the defensive side, so push the ball a little bit, they should be okay. Whew. Quick ankle move. Goodness. And a kick back to Thompson.
Like to see Thompson kick one deep just to get out of our zone.
Yeah, it's been, again, I want to see those time of possession numbers really badly because it has just been all Stormy Petrels today. Yet somehow the score only 1-0, 1-0, so Lions defense has stood strong relatively to this point. Lions trying to track this one down, but Petrel still have it on that right side near the corner. And Lions will still get this one, though. Could control it, could Alyssa Hearn. And Peyton Gates will throw it in. Sissel with 2 defenders on her couldn't get that one to go. So whistle, throw in for the Stormy Petrels here. Be Lauren Byers.
You got a substitution for Oglethorpe, too. It's number 20 coming in there.
The Cardenas in for, I think, Flores. So Lions still on the defensive side, and looks like they were calling for a handball. It will be. So the slump continues for both teams. Obviously, Oglethorpe had that one sneak through, but looks like that was kind of a blip in time in the way this game is being played.
Yeah, it was a great shot from outside the 16. They couldn't get deep on that push, but they didn't need to.
Yeah. Krim handles it. Sizzle had a good chance to get there, but not going to risk it. And now here's a little bit of pressure being put on. Banks and Sissel were trying to track that one down. Now past the midfield. Petrel's on the left side. This one's going to go running towards the corner. Lions having to track it down. Looking to control it near the corner. Bounced out, and it will be... I didn't see the signal there.
Looked like a great box out by Maceda. Mm-hmm. That ball is going down the line, just using her body to let the ball go out.
Yeah, Maceda, senior, a lot of experience on the defensive end for Coach Timmy. Again, he goes far and wide. From Land O'Lakes, Florida is Maceda. Came all the way up here to Demorest. So Tristan Hunt by the lacrosse lines, and that one's going to be put out. Ref signals that it will still stick with the Piedmont Lions. Goes over to Sissel, but headed up. 6-on-6 action here. Sissel, good boot over. And Sissel still sticking with it. Here comes Addie Banks. Sissel's going to try to follow it up and boot it over by the Stormy Petrels. So now the Lions are looking to control as Gates has it. And this one's going to roll out Piedmont ball. Gates past the midfield, throws it in. Looking for Sissel, can't get it. Boot it out. We'll do the dance again. So Gates a farther throw in. Sissel beats her this time. Sissel in the corner. Goes right. Entry pass looking for Addie Banks. Can't control it. Still in the box. Banks working right. Booted over. It'll go towards the corner, and she will not let it go out. Good control. Banks works it over. This is a big pass towards Sissel, but it'll die on a hill. Banks keeps it in. Over back towards the line side. Oglethorpe trying to control. Yeah, being hounded there, and that's going to be a call against the Lions. Whistle blown. Stormy Petrels possession. Colin, the Lions have 7 minutes left. What's their game plan the rest of this half?
I say just keep doing what they're doing. Going into half down 1-0 is definitely not the end of the world, but the last thing you want to do is give up a late goal here.
Big knock on wood again.
Yes. I think some halftime adjustments will help them get a little bit deeper with their offensive attacks.
Yeah, and I say, oh goodness, more ankles. I say 100 wins for Coach Timmy. He gives you a lot of experience, but it's the same thing for the Stormy Petrels coach. He's got over 200, I believe, in his arsenal, so he knows how to coach. He's a national champion at the D2 level. Timmy's looking to be at least a conference champion this year.
They got the team for it.
Yeah.
The freshman class that came in, really talented.
Once again, second in the poll are the Lions. Tied with Belhaven, no first place votes. Maryville at the top with, I believe, 63 points with 7 first place votes. They are a very, very tough team this year.
Not sure where Piedmont lost votes either. A lot of the team came back, and they were regular season champs last year.
Yeah, it might have been because of the way the season ended. That could be my only issue, but it is a preseason up for this season, so that can't really matter too much.
Well, preseason polls are made to be changed.
Yep. That definitely puts a fire in the Lions' spirit here. You'd imagine they'd see that news and think, okay, let's prove them wrong. Well, dangerous tumble there in midfield, but she's up and okay. Stormy Petrels will stick with it as we near the end of the first half.
Might get one more late sub here from the Petrels in a minute.
Same thing with the Lions, it looks like.
A couple jerseys off on the sideline there.
Yep. Looks like the Lions definitely missing Paige Kluber here. That attack has been a little bit weaker than it usually is. She's an important piece on that side and coming in, getting entry passes, even shooting, of course. And Sierra Judson hasn't been too active, at least it's what she usually is this game. This ball's going to roll over towards that left sideline, and it will roll out. Lions will have it, though. Here come the subs. So Tristan Hunt's going to come out, as will Lauren Byers. It looks like Gretchen's going to come in. Is that a 21 and 21 sub at the same time? No way.
That's what it looks like.
What are the odds you see that? For the Petrels, Gabby Playa will come in. And a little bit of some trouble here for the Lions. 4 clustered up. Thompson just able to get a finger on it, and it will go left. Goodness, sigh of relief.
Yeah, I think everyone turned their heads for a second. Wasn't really expecting an attack there.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it was a shot on goal.
It was a 1v4 for Oglethorpe there. Lions had 4 defenders in the box in that area, so it could have been a very scuffed shot, but thankfully Thompson was just barely there.
Second corner we're seeing this game so far.
Oglethorpe are spread it out, but they have a group of 3 in the middle. This is a good entry pass. A lot of trouble for Thompson. This one's going to go over the net. So sigh of relief again for the Lions, and Thompson decked out in the purple will go grab it.
Like we said earlier, let's just get through this half. Keep it 1-0. Don't want to see any more squeeze in.
Yeah, I think the first couple of words out of Coach Timmy's mouth at halftime will either be, come on, or we're fine. That's going to be, it'll be one of 2 things. He will either be fuming at his offense or saying we're fine. And knowing him, it'll probably be we're fine. He's one of the nicest coaches around. If you ask any of these players, they absolutely adore him. Very
much a players kind of coach. Having great connections with all his players really helps build a good family team.
Yeah, and even with a lot of the student workers too, not just the athletes. He's been working the table a lot for basketball when he's needed, for volleyball, whatever. And he really is just a great personality to have around. Nonetheless, Petrel's going to work with this one, and a good kick away by the Lions. Petrels will still have it.
He's there ready to help any student. I remember I got to interview him one time last year for a project. Super willing to do so. So much enthusiasm from him.
Some things are bigger than the game. That's a good way to put that, absolutely. I believe. Yep.
He's an icon around campus.
Yep. Corner's going to go up. This one's going to go towards the corner. Whistle blown. Lions looks like they're still going to stick with it. Excuse me. Yeah, Thompson will grab it out of the corner. Retreating are the Stormy Petrels as we tick on down near the 2-minute warning. Theoretical 2-minute warning. My mind's still in football mode.
I don't know.
Wrong football, Grant. Come on.
Week 1 started last night.
Oh, gosh.
Got another game tonight in Brazil.
Yeah. I would say this first half is very similar to the second half of the Cowboys game.
Yeah.
3 total points scored in that one. Yeah, very slow.
After that lightning delay. Hopefully no lightning delays here tonight.
Yeah, knock on wood again. I think the second half will be very similar to the first half of that Cowboys game. Pretty high scoring. Or at least with a little bit more close to net plays.
We also haven't seen any ejections yet, which very much a benefit here.
Yeah, thankfully no. I'll phrase it as unsportsmanlike conduct. That's what I'll phrase it as. None of that in pregame. It was a clean game. So Gretchen's going to get one on Pastor, just barely missed the kick. Petrel's with it on the right side. Entry pass towards the middle. A little bit of trouble. Thompson saves it. Falls right down on it. Good reaction time, and that'll get her confidence back a little bit.
About a minute 15 left in this first half. I don't expect them to be too aggressive here.
No, you don't want to open up any holes for the Stormy Petrels to come throw one down on you. But you're going to want to keep it on your own end for the Lions at least, as this one's going to go that opposite way. Petrel's looking for one final push of their own. Good entry pass. Lions defense is there. Gates will kick it up. Newly entered Stormy Petrel. Yeah, good steal over by Sissel.
Now's when you can be a little aggressive.
Yep, here come the Lions. Addie Banks on the left side as the seconds tick down. Banks near the sideline. It'll stay out. Barely. Goodness. 30 seconds left. Wonder what the move is here. Subs will walk off. Yeah, I think they might just let this tick down. Under 20. Yeah, Crim's possession anyway, so should probably just short pass and let it die down, I'd assume. Yep. Under 10. As the Stormy Petrels look for something here, but they'll just go right on down as the buzzer sounds for the end of the first half. Stormy Petrels strike first. 1-0 is your halftime score. Lions offense struggling to get something going, but looking for some halftime adjustments. We're going to take a quick break here. Scoreboard up there says 15 minutes, so get back there in that time for the second half. This is Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would like to recognize the 2024-2025 Piedmont women's basketball team as they are presented their CCS championship rings. Last season, the Lions delivered a dominant regular season in which they shared the CCS regular season crown with a 14-2 mark in CCS play. However, they saved their best for last, capturing the 2025 CCS tournament title in front of the home fans at Cave Arena and earning a spot in the NCAA D3 National Tournament. Join us in congratulating the following members of the team as they are given their championship rings. Kelsey Banks, Brooklyn Begley, Ariana Bell, Haley Barino, Riley Bryan, Nene Eads, Kennedy Henson, Andalyn Hill, Ava Hunter, Lexi Gerard, Emmeline Ralt, Ashley Scott, Alexandria Willis, Head Coach Jamie Purdy, and Coach Buck, Christian Buckmeyer. Let's hear it one more time for your Piedmont 2025 Women's CCS Champion basketball team. This team went through it all last year, but we got some business to handle over halftime. So once again, stick around. Hope you enjoyed the little ceremony congratulating the women's basketball team. We will see you in about 10 minutes. Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. second half action coming up in about 2 minutes, but it was an interesting first half, Colin.
Very slow. I think we talked about it a lot I think the key word was feeling out that first half. We used it a lot, maybe overused it. But we'll see what kind of adjustments come out in the second half, as it looks like we might have a goalie change for Piedmont based on the warm-up over there.
Yeah, that was the sort of expectation that I came into. I didn't think we were going to keep Hannah Thompson in there the whole time.
Yeah, I think we're going to see that a lot this season. LeJay coming in halfway through or vice versa.
Yeah.
It's a great tandem to have here.
Yeah. It's a good one, too. Doesn't exactly change up much for the offensive and defensive ends. Obviously, the goalkeeper is kind of the end of the line. But
yeah, first things first, we got to keep some shots away. Oglethorpe with 10 shots in that first half.
Yeah, 3 corners to none. That's a big thing. Kind of shows how lopsided the time of possession was in this first half. So Lions hopefully made some good halftime adjustments as we near about 45 seconds until the second half kicks off here. Halftime, if you stuck with us, you heard the women's basketball ring ceremony. They had home field advantage of the whole playoffs last year. Beat Belhaven in the final. It was an electric game, awesome game to be there for, and girls deserve some rings for their good play. So they got that.
For a lot of students here, it's the first time being able to witness a conference championship live here.
Yeah, it was the first home conference championship since I think the early 2010s, I want to say. Yeah, last time the women's had won one for basketball, I believe, was 2019. Obviously, baseball won in 2023, but that wasn't here. I think that was in Maryville. So, obviously, a different story this time around. Second half action, buzzer has sounded. Grant Prather here with you, Colin Hackshaw. Shaylee Gallegos on the camera, doing the skills. Whatever thing you want to say with that, like, I don't know, say whatever you want to. Skills, skill set, I don't know.
Camera work.
Camera work, that's okay.
I like that one.
That's 3, can we go for 4? I think
everything comes best in threes. I think you just
yeah, true. Yeah. So camera work.
Camera work.
Shaylee Gallegos with the camera work on this beautiful Friday night. 8:04 your current time. 76 degrees. Friday night lights. Makes me just bubbly inside. Makes me so happy. So teams break to final huddles. Team Oglethorpe still in theirs.
We'll have to see if we start seeing some fatigue over on Oglethorpe. We talked about how deep the benches are. Piedmont had almost double the subs that Oglethorpe had in that first half. Piedmont subbed 9 times to Oglethorpe 5.
Yeah, again, not afraid to use their subs. Looks like a little bit of a different lineup here for the Lions. I think I see Molly Fitzpatrick in there. The Dolphs out there. Obviously, we'll get some more names as we go. I think I see a wild Sophie Wells over there.
Good to see her making an appearance now.
Yeah, one we didn't mention it too much in the first half, but an offensive piece the Lions have sorely missed today is Paige Kluba. Graduate student, huge offensive threat, had a crazy year last year. And I definitely missed her on the offensive end, but still a tremendous crew for Coach Timmy and the Lions here. As Oglethorpe goes to their final huddle, Lions obviously going to kick it back to their own end to start off, but let's see. Bierbauer's over there, Mercedes over there, Sophie, Sierra Judson, Gretchen DeDolph, Taylor Crawford, Molly Fitzpatrick. Who's there on that back end? I can't make that number out. Is that Wickowitz? I can't tell.
57.
57, of course. Yes, Jordan Harris. Harris, haven't said her name too much. Freshman defender from Seminole, Florida. Hey, Florida Seminoles also makes me happy. Beat Bama. Get the shot comparison in the first half, Colin. 10-1. Oglethorpe has the edge.
Yeah, we talked about it a lot. Just need to play a little more aggressive offensively here. And that's why I like seeing Sophie Wells coming here. We know she's never afraid to try to run through a defense. Yeah,
she is lethal, really quick step. Not the tallest frame in the world, but she has a lot of quickness behind her. So the Lions now, a little bit of control, something we didn't see too much in the first half. Leger, like you said, Colin in net for this half. Good leader for this squad. At half for the Lions, lefty boot headed out by the Stormy Petrels. Lions still have it. Headed over towards the corner. That corner's getting really dark this time of day. Hard to see it, the ball back there. Goodness.
So it's a studio.
Yeah.
Can't see anything out here anymore.
Yeah. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Nope.
Makes it, and hey, the best part, it's not hot. Sun's not being down on you.
Exactly.
There's a time period. The booth over here, obviously it's where the point of view from the camera is. When you get in the afternoon, the sun is straight through the window the whole time. So for the first 10 minutes of game, the sun was beating down on UConn, and now completely gone. So it works better for us up here.
And when we get into the spring, we'll see it set more towards like over the midfield, right in our eyes.
Yeah.
But what matters is the players can see on the field.
Exactly. Thankfully, the ball's white, so it's not too hard to miss. Sophie with some big physicality, no call. Sophie's got a good shot here in the midfield, shot towards Krim in net, and she has it. So
Ref actually had his hand up for a play on for Piedmont.
Yeah.
So if they would have turned it over there, actually would have been a free kick for the Lions.
Yeah. Which is, I'm sure, why Wells went for the shot. So Lions defense looking to step it up now. Didn't have a bad half by any sense of the imagination last half, but just couldn't get anything going on the other end. This one's going to be an entry pass. This one's looking like Judson's going to chase it, but Stormy Petrels with it in the corner.
That trap over here with Wells and Crawford just shows how badly they want to take the ball away early. And they did just that.
Two crazy talents as well. Crawford in her third year, Wells in her senior year. And they are two huge, huge, huge pieces for these Lions. So throw in from the corner. Bounce over near the end of the pole. Taylor's going to try to control it, but the Stormy Petrels trying to get it past Sophie Wells, and they will. Big transition. Mercedes on the back line, going to have to near defend this one. Medellin's going to try to get there as well. Good defense. Faces the contact, now works towards the corner, looking to get it out. Battle in the corner. It'll go out. Still, Petrels possession. Good defense by Medellin to keep the attack from forming too quickly. So another corner throw in, this time on their own end for Oglethorpe.
As we just saw, Wells put the first shot on goal for Piedmont.
And a good slide by Sophie to get in there. This one's a tie shot over the goal and over the head of Leger.
The field goal is good.
Yeah. Saw McGriff put his hands up. Thumbs up. Appreciate that. Thankfully, the score's not 4-0. It's still 1-0. So now it's going to go up to midfield. Stormy Petrels looking to put an offensive attack together of their own. Krieger has it. Medellin's going to look to defend again. High entry pass towards the middle, headed over. This one's a little bit of trouble, but a good control by Sissel.
I wouldn't say Piedmont has abandoned their game plan from the beginning, but you can see they're not having numbers back defensively like they did in the first half.
Yeah, they're just going full gas, and it looks like it's working. They're getting a lot more touches in their favor. Molly Fitzpatrick's racing back for this one. Huge, huge height differential for her. Comes in good physicality coming out of her.
I like seeing that height, especially if we can get a couple corners. She might be the one to be able to head one in.
Exactly, and this one's going to be an entry pass right to her. Kicked out. Lions possession. Now they work towards their end, and you can feel the momentum starting to shift a little bit.
Lions coming out a lot faster here.
I like it. It's much needed. They were stuck on the defensive end for a very long time, and they couldn't control anything. The Stormy Petrels were somewhat in control of the entire first half, so Lions looking to turn that coin on its head. Throw in. Going to the shoulder to Dolph, but she's battling right on the end. What's the call from the referee? Looks like it will be Stormy Petrel ball.
You can see the up in arms from some of the Piedmont players. They thought that might have been deflected going out, trying to earn their first corner.
Sadly, no video replay available. It would probably take 10 minutes for the officials to come up here and grab it, but
our trusty camera could show that angle.
Exactly. Shaley, that's what you're for. Wells does the splits at midfield, trying to get that one. This is a pass straight to Leger. You have to get there quickly, falls on it, and puts it up in the midst. So Leger with her first true action of the half. Boots away towards the left. This is going to bounce over to, looks like Medellin and Sierra Judson. But again, Petrels control it. And another attack coming. Medellin kicks it out to set up the defense. So Stormy Petrels, mid-right. Entry pass into the box. Gretchen's going to battle for it, gets a head on it. Petrels get a foot on it. And this one's danger on the inside. This one's going to go high and above and off right. A little bit of danger, but Lions escape, at least for the moment, unscathed. Looks like we'll have a sub here.
It's 57, Jordan Harris running off. Coming on for her, looks like.
Is it Gates? I believe it's Gates.
Looks like Gates.
I could be wrong, but it appears to be. It looks like that's a 2. We were wrong last time when we tried to guess the sub number, but it's just so hard to see in this light.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't guess anymore.
Yeah, I swear it looks like a 2. I guess we'll see. We'll get the official substitution in here in a minute anyway. So Maseda yields to Bierbauer. Bierbauer now on the right side. Long legs will get it over. She was looking for Fitzpatrick in midfield, but again, the Petrels cleared on their own end. Sophie Wells now battling. One falls to the ground, no call. Maseda soft touch back to Leger. Leger right foot over to Medellin. Medellin left foot boot off the side of the Stormy Petrels. And again, they're just in front of these touches. It's been tough going for the Lions trying to get in front of these passes. Oglethorpe's been a step ahead. As now Medellin loses a step. This one's going to go over towards the left. Good kick out by Wells. And Bierbauer was looking to clear. Stormy Petrel still going with it. This one's going to make Leger track back, but nothing doing. So it was a high shot on goal, but a little bit too high.
A lot less breathing room here for the Petrels this half.
Yeah, I like that the Lions are going to go a little bit more active, more aggressive. You're already down, so you have to take that risk, but it's a very skilled team. That's, I think, at the heart of it, they're a very skilled team, so they can use that to their advantage here. Fitzpatrick to Wells. Wells over to Bierbauer. Lions getting a little bit of passing connections going now. Bierbauer down the right side, past the midfield. Goes up to Sissel. Sissel has a little bit of room if she can get there, but Oglethorpe will get it out, and it'll stick with the Lions. So now a little bit of a chance. The bench starting to get more fired up here. Pass in, kicked out. We'll do it again. Another pass in off the chest. This one rolling towards the corner. Crawford battling for it. Right near the flag. Still up. Physical battle, 1-0 by Crawford. Petrels kick it out. Another throw in. Man, if the Lions could work their way to a corner, that would really change the momentum of things going.
That would be huge, especially with the personnel in right now. You got a little bit of a taller, more aggressive squad.
Bierbauer is going to let this one go. Another throw in. And again, no room.
That one finally went out over the end line.
Yep.
And we are going to see the first Lions corner of the game.
Here we go. That height advantage. Fitzpatrick's on the back side of the goal. Working our way towards the middle. You see Sissel in that mix as well. I think Crawford is also in the middle there. Wells at the back end. And I believe Bierbauer will be the one to kick it in. Here it comes. Long run back. So the Petrels set their defense up.
Switch corner kickers there.
Yeah, it looks like it will be Medellin instead. So Bierbauer's on that back right. Medellin sends it away. It's up. Booted off. And good kick out by the Stormy Petrels. That was a little bit dangerous there, but they figured it out. Wells off the defender, and the Lions stick with it. Good high IQ play from Sophie there.
Great hustle, not letting a free runner come back down the field the other way.
Hustle's the perfect term for her. She is the embodiment of hustle. You look it up in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, you see Sophie Wells' face on there.
As we got a sub here, it looks like Crawford running off. Can't tell who ran on.
Is that Paige?
It looks like Kluba.
So Kluba, I received word she was a little banged up before the start, so now it looks like Coach Timmy going to take that risk because she's in.
Her first appearance of the season.
Yeah. So viewers, say what's up to Paige Kluba. Real important piece for this Lions offense, and right on cue.
Making an impact turn right away there.
Yeah.
Great steal.
Important, and it looks like, the Petrels are just trying to kick everything out, shut down any opportunities the Lions are able to get. And again, it's throw-in city here.
But time of possession, you talked about it in the first half. Look where the territory has been. I wish we had a heat map to show you where the ball has been now.
Yeah, complete flip. Another one. Goodness gracious. So the Lions now with it in the corner. Petrels race for it. This one's going to go out. Oh, boy.
Looks like a second corner.
Yep. Here we go. No, maybe not. Oh, wow. Petrels ball. Okay. Okay. Guess we were proven wrong. The referee's going to say something there.
It's almost like he's got a better angle than us. I thought we could see it from here.
Yeah, it looked like it, but apparently not. Okay. Game goes on.
I think they're going to get a foul call. I think that's why it's being taken outside the box.
I see.
Someone got a little too aggressive just down there in the corner.
Good eyes, Colin. Thank you. 33 minutes left for the Lions to at least tie this thing up. Down 1-0. Good catch, Coach. Hey, Timmy did the thing. The you ladies all right? Grabbed it, looked over, boom. Coach Timmy with a toe tap on the left side, and we'll move on.
Fair catch called for it.
And a much-needed one as the Lions now on the offensive end. Maybe that'll correlate to something. Sophie Wells over to Emma Bierbauer. Bierbauer, good entry pass on the inside, but shut down. Fitzpatrick missed the kick. Bierbauer got beat again. Fall down. Yep, that's going to be a big flag up. So what looked to be a promising start turned out to be nothing.
The goalie coming in here to take this one. I expect it to end up deep in Piedmont zone.
Yeah, you'd expect the Stormy Petrels to push it now because they haven't had it on their own end. Now they get a taste of their own medicine. Good boot up by Wells. Straight into the light and out of bounds. Work its way over to the Piedmont faithful there on the bleachers. Again, great turnout. I only see, if I'm being really, like 6 or 7 empty spots.
Yeah, I mean, normally we see this last bench down here filled with away team fans, but that's all green that I'm seeing on this bench.
Yeah, good home turnout. It's the opener. And again, these Piedmont fans really turn up for women's soccer. It's one of their staples. Leger, big boot on the ground. That's a tough one. Lions having to defend here. Medellin gets held. No call. Kick out towards the middle. Looks like Page. Stormy Petrels still with it, but Sissel trying to track it back down. Here comes Bierbauer, good takeaway. English goes back to Sissel. Sissel still with it. Good read by Gretchen. Slides down, and the Stormy Petrels still in possession. Flores. Now it's Molly. Missed pass. Oh, boy. Entry pass to Page. Here we go. And it's kicked down. That's some tough contact. And a good hit by Krim. Still up, though, are the Lions. Krim's going to have to go down and dives down. Whew. Whew, man.
Kluba getting clipped from behind there. I'm surprised that didn't get called just outside the 16.
Yeah, and that could have been a huge turn of events for the Lions, but not to be. I think they'll get their get back. Something in my gut tells me.
It's just nice to see an opportunity open up just once. Might open up opportunity for more.
So we got a call on the ref.
Yellow.
Yellow. That one's going to go against Oglethorpe, specifically Delaney Hanks. There we go. Now you really start to see some momentum flip. That was the first time I've truly got excited in this game. That was a great entry to Page, but then all of a sudden we got a yellow and things have gotten shaken up.
Well, we saw 3 yellow cards in the Oglethorpe Covenant game. That just shows the aggression of Oglethorpe.
And a big trend in that was also that it was in the second half. A lot of those were in the second half, so they up their aggression as the game goes on.
But you know what else came in the second half for them in that game? Was goals.
Yes.
Covenant scored early, 3 unanswered from Oglethorpe to win that game 3-1.
It's a risk. This is a good pass on the interior. Going into the Lions. And a good kick out by the Stormy Petrels and Medellin on the left side. Medellin blazing speed past the other side. She gets one through. Medellin Keeps working her way around, looking for it. I believe it was Gretchen, and that'll still be the Lions' ball. Yeah, now that bench on their feet, waving the towels, getting the hands up, saying, let's go. I think the whack would blow up with cheers if something went through the back of the net here.
Yeah,
yep.
Shot here.
Yep.
Looks like it's going to be direct, too, which means she can put it on net.
Yep. This place would erupt. Medellin has it. Looks like she might be the one as Oglethorpe sets up their defense.
Got a line of black jerseys there ready to crash the net here in case any rebound comes back.
And I'm looking right at Molly Fitzpatrick here. She's hanging over that end. Arm up. It's away and a little bit too far over, but
deflected on the way in.
Yep, exactly. Uh-oh.
Third corner of the half for Piedmont.
Trends creeping up. You know what pressure creates, Colin? Well, two things, but yeah, diamonds.
Okay.
Cracks. I was about to say, well, pressure either way, but cracks is the main deal here. This one's up and away. Petrel's looking to defend. Bierbauer battle, gets it away. And again, good physical play by the Petrels, Stormy Petrels. Page has it. Page with some fancy footwork, finds a lane. Working near the sideline, past the pole. This one's up and over to the side of Krim.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard the cracks version of your cliche there.
Yeah. I mean, if you take a pole and you squeeze it, it'll crack.
We got a couple subs coming in now.
Yep.
I see Gretchen heading off.
Yeah, it looks like I think Crawford and Jerome.
I think that's 6 running off Sissel.
Yeah. Savannah Jerome received an award this week, Colin. Am I wrong about that?
She did.
Yes.
She, Offensive Player of the Week for the Collegiate Conference in the South.
Yeah.
I believe we also might have had a Rookie of the Week last week.
Yeah, Megan Gates. Haven't said her name today. Said Medellin's name a lot, though. She's been playing very well. And Judson will now be the one with it. Judson, a huge threat in that midfield as she's now pushing the tempo. Got two defenders on her, able to get one through. This one's going to go into Page and a good kick out. Towards the left, English is going to go. Medellin attacking. Towards the corner, tough English over again to the side. Now it's really in the corner, trapped down there, and it'll be kicked out, and just a tough break for the Lions. Tough touch, and Oglethorpe.
The awards make sense when you get 21 goals over a 4-game stretch. The highest scoring women's soccer team in Division III as of 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And yet, haven't seen anything crack its way through yet tonight.
Yeah, there was a lot of blowout games, and obviously this one a little bit more tougher, but a good measuring stick game for sure, as we'll see another whistle here. Piedmont ball. So just forcing the issue are the Lions and pressuring the Stormy Petrel defense here.
Yeah, as many of these free kicks as we can get. One's got to come through eventually.
Exactly.
Looks like we might get a set piece here.
Yeah, Timmy talking to Medellin, it looks like. Hand up. It's up. Gets passed high in the air. 2v3.
Shorter players on this team, but man, does she have a leg.
Yeah, she's got a boot behind her.
That ball all the way in.
Yeah, right where she wanted it. Bierbauer. Good threat there as she's working her way in. Working its way towards the back now. Taylor Crawford trying to track it down, but Krim will be the one to grab it. Krim in the hot pink, a booted away. High, arcing into the night air.
And who else to come get it?
Yeah. Sophie, ever since she's entered, everywhere.
14 in black, always all over the field.
Mm-hmm. Savannah Jerome near the midfield, battling for it, but the Stormy Petrels again standing strong.
Creeping up on the halfway mark here of the second half.
Oof. Judson crept up on that ball, got it right away. And a good stop and go by her. She'll get it over past the Petrels defense. Needs to use some speed to get to this one. Still has it. Goes over to Savannah Jerome. Wells now on the interior, goes straight to Krim, but she's there. You got to imagine the second the Lions get in the box is extreme danger for these Petrels.
Yeah, especially with this offense that's out here right now.
They work very well together. So Judson's going to let it go. Petrel's now on their own end. Good slide tackle. Will slow it down. Medella needs to hurry up and get there. She will. Sophie Wells now.
Takeaway right back up for a pass help. Great play there.
Yeah. Kicked out. Lions ball. This one will come down to the wire. If we keep the same pace we've been going. Lions have had a fair amount of chances this second half. Haven't been able to cash in yet, but looking to deposit one on through. Sadly, so are the Petrels as they're on their way down. Meseta, good defense. And the Lions are able to control it with Bierbauer. And a tough contact. Yeah. Man, Bierbauer took a huge hit.
We're going to see a card come out again.
Second one. Bierbauer took a insane hit from the Peachtree City product from Oglethorpe, Molly McKenna there.
You know what they say about penalties? That's usually a sign of fatigue. When a player starts to get a little bit more tired, you can see a little bit of lack of discipline. Some more penalties come out.
And interesting because McKenna we haven't said her name too much today. So maybe she's just a naturally aggressive player. That's my mindset there.
Well, I'd say with the pad hanging out of her nose and the bloody nose early in this game.
Yeah, that is true, yeah. Yeah, Shaylee on camera pointed it out earlier to us at halftime that she walked off with a bloody nose to start the game off, so.
Maybe it's just the Georgia humidity.
It could be, dude. Goodness gracious. You know what they say? It's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity.
All right, Grandpa.
No, don't call me that. Don't call me that yet. Now you're making me feel old. Just don't call me what I called Eric, please. I don't think I'm ready for that status. The U word.
You're going to get the unk status soon.
Oh, he said it. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's what happens when you're older than me.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, hey, it's by like 2 months. Come on, give me a break. So the Lions now looking for something here. Kick up, still at midfield for the Lions. Taylor's going to work this one on back. Meseta, yeah, they're going to really have to push that one back to Leger as that Stormy Petrel attack is swarming at her. Meseta with a little bit of trouble now. Stuck, took a hesitation. Bierbauer, this one's going to go through. Yikes. Tough mistake by the Lions, and the Petrels now with a little bit of possession.
Let's see a substitution here.
Yeah.
It's Lofton running off.
Malia Smith looks like she'll throw this one in.
Abigail Zerm coming in for the sub. Looking for the ball right away.
Zerm, a sophomore from Lawrenceville. And Sophie Wells, big boot. Fitzpatrick trying to chase this one down, but it just won't have the spin to stay in. 8:30 here at the WAC. 23 minutes left, roughly, in this second half. Lions still with plenty of time to put, if not 1, 2 on the board. McKenna staying strong, getting past Meseta. Again, McKenna, very physical players. There's some good defense in the corner there. Bierbauer, Meseta trying to take it away. This one's a shot near Leger. Trouble. Kicked up, headed over. Leger, ooh, tough motion, but she got there. So some good defense by the Lions, able to stand strong. McKenna still got a good lane, so Timmy's not too happy about that. But Leger will boot it up. Strong header by Oglethorpe. And the Lions reeling a little bit with Meseta defending. Wells tried to slide down. Now she's got to get back up. This one's danger, but booted away. Stormy Petrel still with it. McKenna near it. Wells slid for it. Up. Leger in the corner. It's over her head.
These long-range shots scare me a little bit more than when they get inside. Petrels have been forcing a lot of balls inside that have not been working out, but we saw that long-range shot work for the first goal. Yeah,
Lions had to do the same thing in the first half. They didn't have a lot of chances as the Petrels haven't had too many chances of their own. They're standing strong in the midfield and the defensive side. They just can't get much going offensively.
That's number 11, Perkins, subbing off. Didn't catch who came back on.
Tough battle at the midfield. Ooh, watch out. Careful now. Don't want an injury on the bench. Goodness. Medellin gets in there. And a good header over. This one's some trouble for the Lions. Bierbauer steps up. Leger just able to keep it out of her own end. Good defense from Bierbauer as well. Call is it was tipped out by Oglethorpe, so the Lions will have it. Sigh of relief.
You can see the up in arms. Oglethorpe not agreeing with that call.
Not at all. Maseda to Bierbauer. Lions need something to happen here. Jerome. Bierbauer, some fancy footwork. Jerome needs to follow it up. Molly Fitzpatrick gets a good beat on it, but a good move by Oglethorpe. Good footwork, still working it around. Ticky-tack, kicked out. Lions ball.
That's the pressure we want to see along the sideline here. Eventually, Oglethorpe will make a mistake.
Yeah, Zerm felt rushed on that one. Jerome, good boot over to Page. Page trying to get it through. Page with some blinding speed, sneaky speed. Kicked out. Lions stick with it. Here's a little bit of an attack going. Have to cash in these next few minutes. Last thing you want, Collins, to go into panic mode with roughly 5 minutes left.
Yeah, at least some momentum swing. Even if we don't see one go in the net, some momentum going into the end of the stretch would be great.
Exactly. Throw in. Over near the corner, kicked over. And this one's out.
To see this Oglethorpe team slow down a little bit. We mentioned fouls and fatigue, how they go hand in hand. 11 fouls now for Oglethorpe to Piedmont's 4.
Speaking of fatigue, here comes some subs. Right on cue, actually. Looks like maybe that's Fitzpatrick coming out. Can't tell.
Looks like the transfer Adriana Bloomer coming back in. First time this half we've seen her.
Yeah. I believe that's Jerome jogging off as well.
Number 24, Gomez coming in.
Yeah, Gomez and Bloomer come in. They both had a great first half. Obviously, scoreboard can't show much, but they played tremendous mid and one-on-one play for the Lions. Kicked up, out.
The important part is here, it stays on Oglethorpe's half with our possession.
Yep. Bierbauer throws. Finds Gomez. Medellin on her own back there. And another high boot with some backspin on it. Wells battling in the midfield. Good physicality coming from her, and this one's going to go out. Who will it stick with? Oglethorpe. Ref puts the hand to the left.
I don't know if you called it, Grandpa. I just saw some lightning in the background.
Yeah.
I'm not going to summon it. Knock on wood we get through this game.
You know, I saw it earlier, but I wasn't going to mention it because off the top of my head, I wasn't sure if it was the quote-unquote heat lightning. Usually,
it looks like the radar showing some storms coming around 9.
Yeah. Should be able to get through this game right now, 8:35. 18 minutes left. If you track that, that's 8:43. Lions looking to, watch this one, storm back in this game. Down 1.
The storming petrels.
They're bringing the storm with them. Stormy Petrels of Oglethorpe travel up here to Demarest, trying to take one down in a non-conference game. They're coming from the SAA. 2-0 to start their year. Lions 4-0, 2 undefeated squads. What's the call here? Petrels. It's funny, you could see big uproar when the Lions got possession, and then the whole place goes dead silent. Talk about home field advantage.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit quieter than I would have expected with this turnout. Usually there's a little more noise coming from the stands.
A lot of that, I think, is due to the goose egg on the scoreboard. McKenna. Tough break now for Leger, but good defense to stand up tall. Lions staying on the ground. Maseda sticks with it. Left boot going to go out. Man, good job to, I don't want to say stand up, but also sit down, as now got a Lion down in the middle. Grabbing the ankle.
It's like number 7, Maseda.
Yeah, Maseda, the senior, fell down there. Still lying on her ankle. Looks like we're going to get the trainer out.
Maybe it's not Maseda. I see a 7 standing up there.
Could be Gates. Who is that?
Yeah, number 2, it looks like.
Gates, yeah. Good defensive piece for the Lions. Will jog off. Nursing the ankle. She's on her own power, so might have just rolled it, tweaked it. But still a good piece that the Lions will miss here. for most likely the rest of this game. Probably just took a bad step, that's my assumption, but thankfully she's roughly okay.
Lots of ankles going after each other in that scrum. And Crawford also jogged off the field.
Yeah, soccer is a dangerous sport for athletes' ankles. There's a lot of quick steps.
Number 6, Addie Sissel, also coming in.
Yeah, Sissel's been pretty active today.
Now playing 2 deep for the Lions offensively with Kluba and Sissel, the tandem up by the Lionhead.
Like that combo. Kluba's lethal and Sissel's been playing very well. Speaking of well, it's Wells here. Stop and go. Goes back. Medellin. Now to Maggie. Maggie controls with the right. Goes back with the right. Kicks with the right.
Left. Over on this other side of the field, calling for the ball loud.
Freshman looking for some action. Genesis Gomez from Gainesville. Cherokee Bluff product.
It's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? A lot of G's there.
Yeah. Yeah. And would you believe it? You got Grant saying it too. Man, third person view.
In Georgia?
In Georgia? Yeah. With a great game brewing here in Demorest. Goodness.
I think you took it one too far.
Oh, man. All right, I'll stop. Wells gets slide. Big boot. Now past the midfield. Sissel looking to get this one. Having to track it. It looks like Molly McKenna or Anna Williams. Can't tell. I see a 2 there, but too dark. Krim is up there. Petrel's trying to work it near their own end now. Wells chasing. Gomez can't track it down just yet, but she's defending. Working their way back. Petrel's worked their way down. Gomez still in the defending end. Good header by Bloomer. We'll get it back over to Gomez. Fancy footwork. 50-50 ball won over by the Petrels. Bierbauer trying to defend, but now it's going to go deeper in to Maceda. Maceda gets beat. McKenna, shot, saved by Leger.
Now you can hear the home crowd cheering.
Yeah. Maybe, hopefully, I don't want to say maybe, hopefully that's a little bit of a momentum flip.
Don't even need a goal, just something to get the team and the crowd into it.
Yeah.
Near the 2/3 way mark of this half.
Yeah, under 15 now, so. Getting towards crunch time. Once you get to the single-digit minutes, that's when you start to enter the rush mode. Last 5 is more of a panic mode.
Is that when you go full court press?
Somewhat. Yeah, you have to just play aggressively out of your mind. Get back against the wall, all or nothing approach.
No forcing free throws, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Sadly, you can't intentionally foul. That won't end up too well for you. Doesn't really give you a free possession. It gives them a free possession. So Leger goes over to Bierbauer. Emma on the right side. Somehow Gomez kept it in.
They had a play on there.
Yeah.
It's like Piedmont's ball.
Yeah, the ball stayed in. I think I saw the arrow come out to Oglethorpe, yeah. So now they finally get to take a breath. It's been a while since they've had a throw-in of their own, it looks like, or from based off my memory. In comes Gomez. Bloomer now. Transfer is going to look for Wells and some big contact there.
Might see another yellow come out on that one. There it is.
Third. Okay.
Also on number 25, Abigail Thurm.
That shakes things up. Could be a chance the Lions need as the ball will hit the foot of the referee. And I think Maceda is going to be like, all right, can you move out of the way, please? I'm trying to kick this ball, please.
They stack a couple yellows and having Oglethorpe, if they have to play man down for the rest of the game, that's going to be huge, especially when the ball gets deep. Yeah,
we talk about the 50-50 balls and times where Oglethorpe's in front of the touches. That would negate a lot of those. So Medellin will receive the pass from Jocelyn Maceda. Slide tackle. Medellin hops over. Bench wants it to go their way, but the ref says no, sir. Or no, ma'am, I should say. If he's looking at Timmy, he'd say no, sir. Tip-tap pass over. Sissel trying to track it down past Krim. Almost had it. Sissel putting the Jets on right behind her.
Not running out of energy at all.
Nope. Hey, she's a freshman. She's not too old yet. She's got a little bit more left in the tank, I feel like.
Shouldn't have your unk status yet.
Conditioning's tough. This one's a good pass on the inside. Petrels with a decent chance here on the red arc. Now over back to the right side, nearing the corner. Petrels entry pass, but Sierra Judson's right there to boot it out. Page flying through on the defensive end, looking to get there. It will just stay in. Sophie splits again, can't get it. So Bloomer now hounding for the ball. But Oglethorpe once again controlling. Coach is calling for him to push it down. Good stop and go by Evan Thomas. Got to move on the inside. Has a step on Leger. She's there. So Leger now, purple kit, reaches down near the foot, ready to boot it away. 12:22.
Hate to be the weatherman here, but it looks like the radar has kept the storm moving past us now. Doesn't look like it's going to hit us anymore.
Yeah.
Still see some flash of lightning in the background, though.
Late night blues in September here at the WAC.
Got a sub coming on here.
Yeah. Wells will come out. Is that Caitlin Brown, it looks like, maybe?
Looks like a 13. Megan Gates.
It's Megan Gates, yeah, Rookie of the Week.
Rookie of the Week.
Yeah.
Paired up with Offensive Player of the Week out there.
Gates hopefully can make some sort of impact as we near the single digits of the last minutes of this game. Good head over by the Lions. Gets one over the head of Bloomer. Gomez to Bierbauer.
Haven't had a lot of territory time recently for Piedmont.
Yeah. It's been very, very mid-heavy here. As McKenna works her way down. Left over to the middle. Good defense from Medellin to be there. Bloomer misses the header, but she'll still stay on it. A little bit of contact, play on. Shot in, booted away. Bloomer controls. Megan Gates trying to get there. Slide over, pretty slide over, but Gates almost has it, still defending. Big contact, here she goes. Rookie of the Week for a reason. Megan Gates on the left side, passes by her bench, cheering her on. Here goes Megan Gates. Near the corner, slows it up. And she's tripped down, no call. Evan Thomas controls the midfield. Sissel almost had it. Crim's gonna have to come out and scoop it up.
So we near single digits on the scoreboard, a little over 10 to go. Expect to see a lot of this. Just Oglethorpe sending it down Piedmont's territory. Not expecting possession, but just to keep it out of their zone.
Yeah. Well said. Gates can get ahead on that one. Maseda will. Head over. Petrels take possession. And here they go. Oglethorpe storming in. Big shot. Leger dives over, but it would have been wide left anyway.
That's a high IQ play, not touching that ball.
Yeah.
Knowing it's going wide. Don't want to risk a corner.
Could have been tragic if she would have touched it. So, yeah, smart. Veteran play by Maggie. Still 1-0 as your score. Lions need 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead. All they need is 1. Again, non-conference game, so no playoff standings or anything yet, but a lot of pride involved in this game.
Keep an eye on the shot counter as Oglethorpe now triples up Piedmont in shots, 21-7.
21 shots. But in Piedmont's, in their defense, 21-1 is a good ratio. This one works its way near the corner, kicked out. Still Oglethorpe possession.
Some late subs coming on here.
Yeah. Scotty Banks step in for
Judson running off.
Wow. Interesting call to keep Sierra out here.
I think she's played most of this half.
Yeah.
And like we said, that bench is deep. There's no reason to play any tired players, even some of the better ones.
Yep. Banks does have some very deceptive speed behind her. This one goes in towards the right, off the side of the net. Hey, first time we've seen that net move.
Yeah.
Goodness.
That's what you call a mom goal. For all the moms that don't have a good look on it, see the net shake and get a little excited.
You can see him go, oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard that before. Thank you for bringing me onto that.
That's usually a lacrosse thing. It's a little bit harder to see a lacrosse ball go in the net.
It's very true. Yeah. Also depends if the mom's looking at her phone or not.
Very true.
Scrolling on Facebook.
And I mean, dads too. There's plenty of dads that would sit there and cheer for a shot like that.
Especially this time of year, they're looking at football. I mean, that's just more what you and me do too, but man. Especially tomorrow, college football's on. Goodness.
Speaking of football, anyone who wants an NFL update, Chargers up 7-0 at the end of the first quarter of the Chiefs.
Bolts up. Sissel now over by the pole, finds a little lane. Kicked over by the Petrels. Sissel trying to track it over, sticks on it. Gamez now, good takeaway. Works its way towards the corner. It will roll. Piedmont. Looks like they'll have a corner. Yeah, need it. Corner comes as we tick near 8 minutes left. Lions near their back against the wall.
Now 3 corners a team, but Oglethorpe had all 3 of theirs in the first half. Piedmont had all 3 of theirs in the second half.
This one's up.
A shift.
Near the corner, and it's over. Yeah, big shift like you said, Colin. And we will retreat back.
That kind of play is where we could use the height of Judson and Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. It was a good look to go on the back side of the shot, but it was a little bit overdone.
Bloomer, the tallest player out there, I think got kind of stuck in the middle. It almost looked like she was double teamed.
Yeah, Bloomer standing at 5'10" now. It's probably game plan for her.
Let's see Bierbauer run off.
Yeah. Transfer from excuse me, I lost it on the book here. From goodness.
Jordan Harris running on here, the freshman.
Yeah. Bloomer, Emery, and Henry. That's where she transferred from. Megan Gates, the freshman, will move on, but have it stolen away at midfield. This one's a little bit of trouble now, but right there are the Lions. But oh boy, here comes Evan Thomas on the run with the left foot. A little bit of danger here for the Lions defense. Maseda, good kick out. So danger down for now. Still on Stormy Petrel's end.
A little under 7 minutes left in this game, so Lions have 6 or 7 minutes to try to put a goal in.
Yeah, need some time. So the corner will come from the Petrels. It looks like number 23 for them. Harlow Krieger. Krieger, the only goal today. Having to lean out of the box to look at this one. Goodness, I'm getting too old for this. Goes up in the corner. And a good job by Maget. Yeah. Leger falls down right on it. Was right there. Right place, right time. Good job, Maggie. Much needed. Now you'd hope that the Lions would even the corner numbers, the ratio back up to 4-4 here. Or even better, the scoreboard. Megan Gates falls down, stays back up. Here comes Bloomer. Bloomer has a little bit of a lane. There's an open space. It's a 3-on-1. Bloomer goes right to left. Shot! Off the top of the crossbar. Oh, it was a perfect shot by Bloomer, but about 6 or 7 inches too high.
What a rifle.
Goodness gracious, Bloomer. That's a leg. Whoa.
Now you can hear the bench.
Yeah. Let's go. It's on now.
Game of inches.
Oh, boy.
I like the attack up the middle more than we were talking about the corner kicks being crucial. Haven't found much luck there yet, but these pushes down the middle of the field have been working a lot better.
Yeah. Lions looking for a redemption here. Maybe second time's the charm. This one will roll out. Here we go. Looks like it went off that back line.
You know, second thought, I'll take a corner too.
Yeah, that also works. I think it's Gamez.
Just ticking under 5 minutes now.
In that dark corner. Back against the wall for the Lions. 1-0 non-conference game. Oglethorpe coming from the SAA looking to take down the undefeated Lions. Lions coming back from their road trip. Quick home stand over this weekend. Kicks away with the left foot. Short one. Booted up and out. Hit out. Yep. Move it back. Tough break. So Krim in control of this one now, and the Lions really have to put something forward as we tick this down.
Notice goal kick here, but only 3 Lions on the defensive side.
Ooh, big header. I think Page is tracking this one. Another good head, trying to get it over. Danger near the back line. Kluba slides. Ooh, whistle. Eesh.
You might receive a card for that one.
Yeah. I got to see it in the hand, yep.
That's the yellow card.
Yep.
Desperation time.
Yeah.
Just trying to get to the ball.
Not a bad decision. Take that risk. Almost had it, too. Taking near 4 minutes.
Oglethorpe had no rush to kick this ball now.
Yeah. Taking her time. The referee also taking his time. So here we go. Keeper for the Stormy Petrels, Krim, big boot. Gates tried to get there. This one's going to go out. Bench wants it to go their way, and it'll go the other way. There's some lightning calling. You saw that?
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely saw that one.
Yep. Good chow. Had to reference it. 2-on-1 for the Petrels. Trying to get through, but good defense coming from Bierbauer. Right to left movement. Entry pass. Bloomer heads it. Lions still sticking on it. Beat it. Did Creamer, and it's going to go through. Another one. And a Selly. As you got to imagine, that's the nail in the coffin, as Leger was not tall enough to stop it.
Very similar to the first one we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Just from outside the box, right over the head of the goalkeeper.
Yep. That's another case of, obviously, it's not Maggie's fault by any means, but in a scenario where Hannah Thompson is in goal, that might be a save. There's a little bit more of a higher of a chance. I believe Krieger got that one as well. So it should be, if my memory serves me, 2 goals on the day for her. And that should cement the W for the Stormy Petrels. Banks gets it out. Nearing 3 minutes. Now Oglethorpe in complete control can take this thing down.
Another unassisted goal from Krieger.
Yeah. Give her flowers. She's had a very good game. She showed up when she was needed. 2 very good strikes. So now battle to midfield. Lions looking to maybe put something up just for some pride. No pun intended. I always call group of Lions some pride. That's what a little good Piedmont phrase is over here. Bloomer, good pass over to the corner. It looks like Page is tracking this one. Has it in the corner as you see some more lightning come in. Goodness. Oh, good header over. I think Gomez was there, but nothing. Yep, got a little bit of thunder coming in. Shaley mentioned it. You'd assume they just let this thing tick out before anything, or if they were to delay this game somehow, it probably would be called.
Yeah, 2:15 shot.
Yeah, with a 2-0 score. Yeah. Tough road for the Lions today. They played some great defense, but sadly, Oglethorpe played better defense. So
to learn from here.
Yes.
Probably the best defense that they've played all season.
Yeah, definitely.
But games like this is what gets you ready for conference play. And a lot of bragging rights between these two teams as they see each other quite often, both being in Georgia.
Exactly. And a lot of this, you see a lot of miscoordination on the offensive side for both teams. As this one will be a shot towards Krim, but she saves it. A lot of that's due to the early season. Teams have yet to form those connections, especially with the Lions playing a lot of freshmen. You know, you come in to the semester in August, that only gives you about a month and a half to game plan for games like this. Once you get to conference play, you have 10 to 15 games under your belt, and you know what you're doing.
That's why I really like the road trip that they went on. 4 days. 4 games. It was like 5 or 6 days. Timmy really making sure that the team meshes together with a good road trip to start the year off. That's next level coaching.
Yeah. So we'll go down in, saved by Krim. So yeah, those games were, you could call them blowouts. The first couple were, but I think that was less about the games and, like you said, more about the team meshing, forming some connections, bonding together. They went to an Orioles game. I mean, what's better than that?
Trust me.
Except not the Orioles this year, yeah.
Okay. Well,
no diss. Sorry, Orioles fans, but
they did happen to get swept that series.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Who are they playing? I forgot.
Sox.
Red Sox. Oh, it's the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Boston's got a good squad this year. Goodness. I could rant about baseball all day, but sadly we don't have the time for that. Speaking of time, 20 seconds left.
Start doing that a little bit more.
Oh, I'm excited. Sadly, the excitement burned out here at the WAC as Stormy Petrels will walk in to the WAC for the home opener and destroy the momentum for the Lions, spoil some fun. 2-0 will be the final score. 2 unassisted goals from Krieger for Oglethorpe. Played a great game. Lions just couldn't get it figured out on the offensive end. Final buzzer sounds once again your final score, 2-0.
Well, the nice part about this loss is bounce back right back here tomorrow against Pfeiffer.
Yeah, Pfeiffer should be a little bit, not an easier game, but more in favor of the Lions. I'd expect it to be about the way this game was played, but flipped. It's a senior recognition day, so there'll be a little bit more high spirits, less nervousness, because this is a very nerve-wracking environment, being a home opener. You're comfortable, but you're uncomfortable, this being the first time you're showing out in front of your home crowd. But the Lions will come in. Lions, like I said, just couldn't get it figured out today, but it'll come in time.
Likely see another low-scoring game tomorrow as the Lions beat Pfeiffer last year 1-0 in Pfeiffer, 1-1 all-time against the Falcons. The CCS USA South matchup featured here tomorrow at 4:30.
Yeah, tune in here. We'll have 2 games on Saturday and 1 game on Sunday. Men's will play, I believe, Warren Wilson at 1 o'clock. On the call for that game will be you, Sir Colin, and Mr. August Goddard. And then following that, me and my friend Damien will be on here. We usually do basketball, but we're switching up to soccer. Senior recognition. Sorry, go ahead.
I do a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, yeah. Diversify your profile. Heck. So, yeah, seniors recognition for that starts 4 o'clock, so tune in there for that. 4:30 the game will start, and then on Sunday, the end cap will be the Mississippi University for Women men's team will come into play. Piedmont men's team, 2 o'clock Sunday. But once again, your final score, 2-0 Lions fall to the Oglethorpe Stormy Petrels in their opener. Got to do one thing. We got to break it down, Colin. So, for Joseph Garwood, his amazing athletic communications crew, Colin Hackshaw by my side. Pleasure doing your first broadcast together. Shaylee Gallegos on camera. My name is Grant Prather saying have a great night, a great weekend. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. And as always, go Lions.